What up, fuckers, and welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB,
I'm the Goob.
sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
Man, maybe you noticed I shaved because I feel like crap. So I figured maybe if I looked better, I'd be better.
Really, that's what you went with? You know what? That's the key to success.
Yeah.
Look
So
good, feel
that,
good.
I'm excited to talk about Aaron Judge landing spots and Niners Packers and a little bit of World Cup. But of course, we have to get into the cows.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about how the Goob is, I think we should definitely talk about the cows.
Oh yeah, because the Goob team didn't do well. He lost to the old man.
You did.
I
You
did.
lost to the old man. You lost to the old man, but the guy above you lost too. This was a jump week.
Mathematically, I'm still in it.
Never fear. This week, keep my receivers' motherfucking names out of your mouth. But the cows this week.
Mathematically, I'm still alive.
Especially when he saw us to play the cows. This
That's
could be a
right.
good week. You got to win this week. It's possible the cows could beat them this week.
Yeah, I never lose faith.
Never lose faith. I'm starting a full team this week. I'm starting Tyreek, Christian Kirk, off buys. Always nice to start players off buys because they're pretty much prepared for who they're going to play.
Right, and they don't have hamstrings anymore, so that's good.
No, they're good. They're in good shape. They've stretched. They've iced it. Yeah, cows, man. 42-point victory on the old badasses. So I brought it back. Now it used to be 23-13 in the series between us. It's 23-14.
So
One more.
it's good to get a beat over Charles because he does beat everyone all the time. So
they beat him all for years. He beat us. That son of a bitch. So I'm glad to see that I knocked badass out of the. Well, I got another game lead because I tied everybody with the point lead, but now I got a game. Everybody else lost. Every one of them lost. Money shot, chicken waffles, and I beat badass. So that was a victory for me on the games because everybody lost because we were all tied, except for Money Shot. Now he's 2 behind me, and he's 300 points. 300 points behind me, dog.
that's a lot of
I'm not worried about him taking my playoff spot. Money Shot's not taking my playoff spot. That's guaranteed. I got a 3-game lead on him with 4 to go. That's how I feel. I'm going to get 1 victory.
Cows are good. Cows are good.
Cows are good. You got a chance.
Mathematics, man. I come to work every day. Unlike those NBA guys, I got a chance.
and that's why having you next to me feels good. Now, we're not next to each other. If anybody hasn't noticed, Goob is sick. And we got Thanksgiving on Thursday, and we got family coming in. We got Goob's sister and brother-in-law, and my mom. She's already here, and so we got to just get better. And so we're doing the show via Zoom. Just that you feeling that way. You know, I still have the Packers. Still got no fucking chance.
After what happened last week,
out. But this is what I'm going to say about the Packers. First of all, the Packers got no identity right now. 1 week we run for 225. Next week we pass for 5 touchdowns. Next week we can't do any of them. Defense looks decent. Next week they run over us. No, we got nothing. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
It's got to be frustrating.
We got some good young players, and that's what if you're a Packer fan. And by the way, you see my new hat?
Dawson Watson. What's that say? Oh, the old course.
Yeah.
I think you got me a divot fixer from there.
I did one time. I got you the divot fixer when I went back there, but Mom just came from there. Grandma, I guess. I don't know what to call her because the kids now, do I call her Mom? Do I call her Grandma? I'm going to call her Mom because she's my mom.
That sounds good.
She went to St. Andrews, had dinner at the course, bought me a hat right there at the place. Nice. I was like, thanks, Mom. I'll wear this hat the next time I go golfing. So Packers got a lot of good talent, young talent. That Quay Walker looks fabulous.
Okay. He's what, D-line or linebacker?
He's a linebacker. The Quay Walker. He looks fantastic. He's 17 tackles a game.
Beautiful.
Christian Watson, maybe turning the page and going to where we expected. And if Romeo Dobbs comes back from his little injury and continues what he's doing, it could be a 1-2 combination next year.
Yeah, you just had to wait a year instead of taking Aaron Rodgers to the Super Bowl this year. You had a year of what we call it, development or growing pains. Or
the Packers' first 2 players in the draft were defense. Last year, the first player was Stokes, defense. He's not playing as well. He's having a sophomore slump. You know, I mean, so there's so many little things. Listen, and I'm already seeing the best trades. The best trades. You know, like, what the fuck? We're not even done with the season yet. We got a 3-year contract. We got all these young rookie receivers. Everybody, I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers' place today, and I'm going to tell you, relax. 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 Because the talent that is young on the field is going to next year be in its position or in the right positions. You know what I mean? Like, all the mistakes we made this year, not making them next year. Good for us. Everybody needs to relax, take a breath. Aaron Jones will be there. He signed. Dylan will be there still on a rookie contract. Bakhtiari looks good. I watched him. I paid attention just to him. His guy never got to Aaron Rodgers, no matter if he went out wide, if he came in the middle, if he spun.
So he's back.
Looks good.
Bach is back.
Bach is back. So every Packer fan relax, because we weren't going to beat the Niners this year anyways.
Not the way we're playing.
Not the way you're playing. So, I was going to rip on Trey Lance the whole fucking year. And now we're not even talking about that shit no more.
Yeah, that is a bummer. No Trey Tuesdays now. It's Happy Monday, Jimmy.
It's Happy Monday, Jimmy. Jimmy beat me in the playoffs last year. It's Jimmy again. Now he's got Christian McCaffrey. I told you pick him up in fantasy. Remember I said pick him up in fantasy?
All right. Put up like 35 or something this week.
Yeah, right. I mean, now he's got weapons everywhere. Brandon Ayuk got 2 touchdowns. That's probably a first for Brandon Ayuk, right? 2 touchdown game, easy. Second time. Yeah. Way easier when you're open.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. After Kittle gets you, then you pay attention to him, and then they're figuring out a way that these guys work together, and it's pretty exciting just seeing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the offensive line was going to be our problem, and Jimmy gets it out quick, and our offensive line's not having much of a problem. Yeah, the killer bees inside are doing their job. Trent Williams looks amazing running those little wide tosses McCaffrey, where they just tosses McCaffrey out there, and already Williams is just pushing people out of the way left and right.
Shit, I thought he looked real good when he did this. Like, he pulled to the middle and went down the A gap. And the linebacker went, oh shit, where the fuck did Trent Williams come from? And then it was like, I don't know if it was Mitchell or McCaffrey, but all I know is Williams went and then went this way past the center and went down the middle, and I went, oh shit, that's frightening. And then Jimmy handed the ball off, and then somebody went behind him, and there was an opening already, so it was just Trent Williams to the linebacker, basically. I was like, oh, bad for the linebacker. So yeah, Niners, I mean, I don't have an ounce of faith in the Vikings.
After they got embarrassed, yeah.
I don't have an ounce of faith in Kirk Cousins.
Justin, right. Their defensive backs I don't trust.
I don't have an ounce of faith in the Vikings. Sorry. Coaching staff, I don't. And the last 2 weeks, I'm kind of sketchy on the Eagles.
Not playing as well as they had been.
Not stopping the run, and they keep getting.
It's my boy Jordan Davis. That's because he got hurt. Ever since Jordan Davis went out.
Correct. I think the Jordan Davis effect, I think that could be like a butterfly effect, you know?
It possibly, it's not working out very well so far.
I totally think it could be. So I now that, I don't have faith in those 2 teams, the Niners.
I mean, I can't argue with you. I'm as excited as I've been in a long time. We could win games with defense. We could win games with offense now. Our special defense, Ray McLeod on special teams. So I mean, we could beat you all sorts of ways.
You got Troy Polamalu Jr.
Yeah, he's got like 5 picks already this year.
Oh, the fuck? Who's that? I'm waiting for him to dive over the center and sack the quarterback at the snap of the ball. I'm like,
if it happened,
makes total sense.
Yeah. So Dan's got a Hufanga jersey already, so we're on board. As long as Shavarius Williams stays healthy, we'll be fine.
Oh, it's all for you guys now.
Ward,
It's all
Ward. Yep. Shavarius Ward, that's not Williams. Well, Williams or Ward. Anyone with a W in their last name, they have to stay healthy.
Yeah, there you go. If you got a McCaffrey in your last name too, try to stay healthy. Injuries, barring injuries, you guys are, I don't see anybody beating you. Just a lot of pound and ground and defense kicking the shit out of you. And I don't know.
I mean, the Cowboys seem to be the next toughest test, but like I said, their whole thing's getting to the quarterback, and if Jimmy gets it out of there in 2 seconds, I don't care how fast Parsons is, he's not going to get there.
The play for the Packers to win the game was a 50-yard pass to Alan Lazard, and it's because Aaron Rodgers literally went hike, stood up, and threw the ball. Micah Parsons hadn't even stood up yet.
Right.
50 yards, turn around, run back the other way, fucko, go, go, go. So if getting the ball out is important quickly against the Cowboys, and you could do that, I don't see the Cowboys beating you. I see you just beating the shit out of them, running up the middle over and over and over. And
right, Elijah's just drooling. He's like, they're going to be faking this way, that way, and I'm just going to run right through you guys.
Right through you, man. You know what I'm saying? I would, because all the speed and all the scariness is from the outside with the Cowboys. You can't go back and pass on them because you don't got enough time.
Yeah, no 7 drops against Dorrance Armstrong and company.
And you're not getting that. So so I'm right now. I'm gonna put as much as I hate to say it, because fucking I hate to say it, but I don't see anybody right now beating you. And then even when we look around at the other divisions, that division with the Cowboys and that, I see those other teams failing. I don't see the Commanders and the Giants making it. Not to win and play.
Giants are.
Yeah, I see the Giants. People start to figure shit out, and defenses are smart, and other teams are smart. I guess that's what happened to Zach Wilson.
I can't figure out. My question to you is, and I don't know how to word this properly, but as bad or as good as Mahomes is, has Zach Wilson been that bad?
As a number one draft pick quarterback, yeah.
I mean,
for what we expect him to be, I don't even think you could compare the two. One's really Patrick Mahomes he's a not just a general, but he's like a magician.
Well, there's star quarterbacks, and then there's Patrick Mahomes right now.
Patrick Mahomes, a guy that does the shit he does is back jumper layup.
Oh yeah.
He does. That's just.
You don't want to give him 19 seconds at the end of the game, let alone a minute.
No, a minute. A minute with him and Travis Kelce, that would be the worst minute of your life, trying to figure out what those two are going to figure out and do to you. So I don't know about Zach Wilson. I know Garrett is looking for a better quarterback. I think Flacco, and I don't know. I think Flacco starts this week. I think Flacco starts this weekend. I think when the coach and Robert Saleh is not going to fuck around. He's going to make a decision. He seems like a pretty decision-making guy. He said, I'm not committing to Zach this week. So when he said that, it was like, well, what head coach says they're not committing to their starting quarterback?
Right.
Without a starting quarterback, that's who fucking says it. The guy who does not have a starting quarterback says, I'm not committing to anybody because it's week 7.
I'm sure part of him's hoping he goes over the film and he's like, it wasn't Zach Wilson's fault, blah, 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 but it was. So he's going to, Flacco, Flacco was unbelievable in the beginning of the year. Why not just ride the hot hand?
I think Flacco would have won that game. I think his strength of his arm and no matter what the conditions were, I think he would have won that game. I think he would have got the ball to the receivers. You know what? We've talked to that division with Miami being on the bye this week. It makes that division kind of dull and boring. You know what I mean?
Totally. No time to skip them. We'll get to them next week.
Where's the Miami team? They were on the bye. Oh, fucking football sucks this week. There's no flying high dynamic. Two of the best. I think are they 1-3, 1-4, 2-3 out of those receivers, man. Top 5 in football, man. That's pretty sick, right? They have 2 of them. So We're gonna when Miami plays this week, we'll talk about them. I'm excited for this week. Thursday, Thanksgiving, football. Oh good
Oh
Lord.
yeah.
Oh good Lord. Turkey and beers
Oh, you
and
make the gravy. I gotta make the gravy.
gotta make the gravy. I'm gonna do a couple of smash. I'm gonna listen on the turkey. I don't know. You always take some of the stuff from the turkey, right?
Oh, I love the middle turkey stuffing.
But you take the juice for the gravy, right?
Oh yeah.
What if I did bacon layered over the top of the turkey so it dripped into the drippings?
Uh,
A thumbs up. That's what I'm going to do then. I learned it from Gordon Ramsay because that's where I learned all my cooking secrets from.
yeah,
It's
no,
bad.
bacon fat in anything is not a bad thing.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that. I'm going to layer the top with, I'm going to crisp it and then cover it with bacon so the bacon cooks and drippings go in.
I like
All
it.
right. Hey, listen, the only division I want to talk about that Saints. That's the only division to talk about because I see that's the one division that the teams might be making changes and getting back. They're not in position right now.
The NFC South is interesting. Yes.
Yeah, they're all out of position. And I think it might start. That's the one division I think that might start to put itself back into place. Because I think the Saints are better than all of them. And I think that the fucking Falcons are riding on some weird Cordell Patterson. Hey, did you see Cordell Patterson broke the record this week?
The new kickoff return king.
Yeah, we just talked about him not being able to do it because of the way the kickoffs have changed and most of the balls go in the end zone and nobody gets to run and all the crazy shit. Cordell Patterson.
He got one. He's the king. Yeah.
Oh, man, I thought that was awesome, dude. I was like, hey, Stone, Goob and I were just talking about that shit. We just said that might not happen. And I thought, and it was so funny because when he did it, it was against the Bears. And I went, very fitting. And I was wrong. It was not Devin Hester.
Right.
That had not for kickoffs.
Yeah, it was Josh Cribbs and
Some other dude, some Wilson or some dude from back in the day, I believe. He was those two. I thought it was Hester, but I guess Hester was punts and kickoffs.
Right.
Yeah. So, but does that mean Hester has more total? I have to look at that. I didn't look to see if maybe Hester just had more punts and kick returns total. He had 15. You know what I mean? All right, whatever.
Yeah.
But only 9 kickoffs. Now
we know.
But I think the Falcons are gonna die off here. I think the Saints.
You don't believe in Marcus Mariota?
Kyle Pitts went on IR. He's gone. There's a weapon loss. That was even though he wasn't being used as much.
Yeah, but they weren't using him anyway.
But he was a decoy because you have to cover him. You have to put somebody on him. Because if you don't, then you throw to him. So I think Kyle Pitts going on. I think there's a couple injuries for that injury for them. I think changed. Burrows didn't look as good anymore. Jamar Chase is gone.
Right.
And that's the most important puzzle piece. But Kyle Pitts is probably the third most important puzzle piece. And now you don't got him no more. So I don't know. Falcons, I see the Saints say, listen, if I fucking hate the Red Rocket. But if he's going to throw 3 touchdowns a game and play his kind of game, I guess there's a chance. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't see it. I'd like to say that the team with the best defense is going to come out of that division, but that would be Atlanta, and that just doesn't seem likely with Brady.
No. Brady and what the Saints have is a total team.
Saints got to play Niners next week in San Francisco, so that's a
loss. That's a loss.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to make it tough for them.
Well, the one thing they have is the 7, that box 7. That's all. I mean, if you're going to do all your running and all your bullshit, that's the only thing that's going to save them. And I thought their cornerbacks were in the top 3 this year of duo sets. Now I don't see that.
Yeah,
so,
that happened.
But the defense could be. Saints Niners has always been a good game. Of course, now Drew Brees was the quarterback, and now I believe it's now just Andy Dalton as the starter.
Yeah, Jameis he had a back injury. They just finally said just.
That's it. So now we've decided now the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton,
with
is the starting quarterback.
Little help with Taysom Hill, and there you go.
Little Taysom Hill love. I think if you can set the boundaries and make that now the game plan, instead of farting around and who's coming, is he coming back, that's probably going to help the Saints. I think the defense, I thought the defense was the best defense in that division. I think they can still become the best defense in that division. I think this division is the division that's going to be the biggest change in the next 3 weeks. I think the other divisions, the Giants and the Eagles.
Will the winner have more than 8 wins in the NFC South?
9.
9-8's their final record.
9-8. I think you can get out of there at 9-8.
I think 8-9 probably gets you out of there.
I hope not. I hate that team in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Why are you in the playoffs at 8-9? Won my division.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You won your division, fucko. So good for you. Yeah, well, listen, like I said, Thursday, Thanksgiving, football. Everybody put your TVs on and watch it. Eat food with your family. Love them and hug them. Tell them how much they mean to you. Get drunk. Watch the football games. And then wait till Saturday. Because on Saturday, the football games. College was what an interesting week when the
close shaves, just like me.
Yeah, Jesus, man. Those, I mean, other than, well, Georgia, I guess, won their game, but only got 16 on Kentucky, and I'm kind of disappointed at 16 on Kentucky, right? That's
the number one team in the nation. 16-6 is not exciting. It's not exciting.
It's exciting if you beat Ohio State in the championship game 16-6.
Right. It seems like Georgia is kind of playing more of an NFL style. Well, if we have the lead, we don't care about running up the score. We're just going to be undefeated, win the SEC championship, and then see what happens.
I guess if you host the best defense every fucking year, you can do that.
Yeah.
We, on the other hand, we put 58 up on you every week. We don't care. Run. Like the old coach for the Ohio State Buckeyes used to say. It's not my job to stop me. It's your job to stop me. My job is to continue to score fucking points. That's very true. Who was that? That was the guy who went against Schembeckler all the time and all those guys. Oh, fuck. I don't remember his name here.
It's in the COVID part of my brain.
Yeah, right. Somewhere in the background. I'll get it. Yeah, so I mean, that's it.
Yay.
So I don't know. TCU won by a field goal. Michigan won by a field goal. Just walk off shit against crappy teams.
Oh, the TCU walk off. I wanted to shout out their little special teams because they ran a play with like 15 seconds left and had to get the entire offense off the field and the entire kicking team on the field, and it was a 41-yarder, so it wasn't a joke field goal.
No, that's not a gimme.
The field goal kicker never actually lined up. Had how they do their little 2 steps back, 1 step that side. He was kind of walking onto the field, and they snapped it and he kicked it. So that was amazing.
Good. Go, hey, go! Totally fitting for this time of the year for a kick-ass field goal. So we'll get there, though. We're not ready for that.
No.
Yeah. No, I was excited for the scoring. Lost. I feel bad for Tennessee. I feel bad for him.
The quarterback was having a great year.
A great year. A year he needed to have to get an even possible top first-round draft pick.
Right.
He needed to have a great year to be drafted in the first round, I think.
Well, he's older and has had one good year, so.
Right. Older and one good year. He's coming out a little aged. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, 1 good year, aged. All right. Why did you have to wait around so much? I now, like we said, 7th round, right? Wow, I got him.
Someone's going to get a bargain on a torn up Hurting to Hooker, yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's brutal.
That is.
I guess you would get a bargain on that. I would demand for a bargain on that, to be honest with you, if I was going to pay for that. So, yeah, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for Tennessee because that's probably it for them.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, I'd have to say.
It's it'll come down to USC, who doesn't have that many good wins, and LSU. If LSU can win the SEC championship, they'd bounce up in the top 4.
Right. So we got the big game.
Right.
The Michigan game. That's all that matters right now.
Yep.
That game will decide.
That's going to be monster on Saturday. I'm excited about that, even though I hate both those teams. It'll be fun to watch.
You have to think of that game. That game, you got 2 and 3 playing against each other.
Right? Probably
That game,
tons of future fantasy stars.
tons of future fans. Can one of those teams pull off? This is it. You could see them again. Here's the deal. If you got Ohio State at 2 and Michigan at 3, and Ohio State wins, or Michigan wins, and then Georgia beats LSU in the SEC championship, doesn't Michigan or Ohio State come back into the big?
I would think if Georgia runs the table and all the other SEC teams have lost, then
LSU lost theirs.
Then you're like, do you put USC over one of these teams just because they lost least recently? Which they won't. That they put a one loss
Alabama. Fuck, they might if Georgia runs it out and Michigan loses or Ohio State loses, they might just bring Alabama back in.
Well, that would be the worst. If somehow you guys were to like lose or beat Michigan and then lose to like Wisconsin in the Big Ten championship. Yeah, they might do all sorts of weird fucked up shit.
They might do weird shit after that. Yeah, so I mean,
I don't want that to happen. I want TCU to keep winning.
Ohio State win, and listen. I don't want to see Michigan again. I'd rather LSU beat Georgia in the SEC championship.
Right.
But I could see Michigan and Ohio State in the end still being in it, depending how the SEC championship ends out and depending what happens to TCU.
Absolutely. Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if one loss Michigan somehow made it over TCU if TCU just barely won its next 2 games or whatever. They'd be like, no, we'd rather see Michigan.
We'd rather see Jim Harbaugh and Michigan.
Didn't lose any games. Too bad, Horned Frogs.
Too bad, Horned Frogs. You only won by 5 and 2.
Yeah.
And Michigan lost, but doesn't matter.
Right.
They're the best.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, it's gonna be fabulous. This Saturday. Once again, I told you to watch and listen. Thanksgiving Thursday, family, love, hugs, football, drinking, yay. Saturday, the one of the best college football games probably of the year. And I've already predicted it, and I'll say it again. When he gets his 2 touchdowns and 186 yards, the Blitnikoff argument is over.
It's over.
Marvin Harrison Jr., winner.
Yes.
So, because
look that way.
Great. We had win game for him, and we had this game. It was good, but it was just an odd game. I don't think he didn't have as much this week as I believe in other weeks. The running back ran for a lot of touchdowns this week, and so
yeah, he still had a quality game.
Was that?
He still had a quality game. Just they figured they didn't need him, so they probably didn't game plan him. He'll be involved this week for sure.
Oh, he will be the game plan this week. Or he'll be the decoy this week because Jim Harbaugh makes him the game plan this week. 102, man.
Yeah, you guys have many receivers.
Go college. Yeah, I know. We're scary. Go college football. Go Ohio State Buckeyes. That's what I got to say. I think we got a chance. Well, from college football, buddy, you seem to wanted to mention some college basketball stuff for some odd reason.
Yeah.
We aren't even playing yet. Aren't we still in tournaments?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There's not really a whole lot to talk about except for Kentucky got 2 losses already. So, it really won't affect you too much as far as seeding or anything, but at least you got to work your way back up from 17 now.
Yeah, I know. We haven't even started the season yet, though.
No.
We beat Tennessee twice, and South Carolina twice, and Arkansas twice. And 6-0.
Ready? I don't know. I'm excited.
I hate these. Who do you play in the first 3 games of the year? Kansas, Gonzaga, and Duke.
And Carolina played UNC Greensboro. Anyway, Carolina's 5-0. Towson's 5-0. Penn State got a vote. Penn State got a vote for top 25. 1 vote.
Okay. Hey, listen. That's good for you because I've never seen you in the fucking NC64 ever.
I thought it was a misprint. I thought I was looking at the football thing.
I mean, you guys rock the NIT, but I had never seen Penn State, and ever once. At least when I know that I'm a Ohio State fan, but I vote for Kentucky basketball. But at least Ohio State has been many a times in the top 5.
Oh yeah, they had Jim Jackson and some guys. They were awesome.
They're awesome, man.
Lawrence Lunderberg.
Yes.
It's a great name.
Another superstar for the Ohio State Buckeye franchise. No, I mean, good for
it hasn't started yet. So, I mean, it's fun to be undefeated. Maybe we could run the table, be number 1 the whole year. That'd be UNLV-like. But yeah, I'm not worried. We could be done with that.
Well, listen, I can't wait. But I can't wait for SEC Tuesdays or whatever the fuck. When's it going to be this year? What day do I get? Is it Mondays, Tuesdays? Is it Big East Mondays? Big East Mondays, SEC Wednesdays or Tuesdays. Well, I can't, whatever. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Basketball, I guess, leads to baseball. And there's only one thing to matter with baseball. Aaron Judge, 3 teams. Yankees have made a deal. As we understand from our sources,
an offer.
He's in the Bay Area right now, right? Somewhere.
He's hanging out in the Bay. Yep. He had a meeting today. I'm sure he's with his family for Thanksgiving, which is right around.
I believe he was in one of the bars in San Francisco. I believe that's what we've heard some stuff, but we know people. So,
of course.
So Aaron Judge is in the Bay Area right now, and he's going to get that deal, that number from you guys.
We're going to offer him something for sure.
Something probably in the 2, because you already know the Yankees offer. See, because the Yankees already got on the table $263 million or whatever the fuck it is. All you got to do is go 270.
Right. Then next week in LA,
500.
500. Who's going to beat us? We're the.
I think that's why he did it. It's almost like a genius idea. He started in New York. He said, that's fine. And then he flew to the Bay Area and went, how much you guys want to give me? 285. So 263, 285. Let's get on the plane again. Shh. Hey, guys, so far 285 is the best offer. How about 482? I'll take it.
I'll take it.
It's almost, if you were going to know who was going to pay you the most in the end, if you landed there last, pretty smart. Smart move. So, and that's it in baseball.
Yeah, the MVPs were Judge and Goldschmidt. No one really surprised there. They deserved it.
They did. So there were some awards handed out. It was Judge, Goldschmidt. Good for you guys. And Judge is going to get paid even more because of the little tiny award he got when he fucking landed this morning. So from baseball to basketball. Wow. Fuck, man.
We could talk a lot about it, but we're running out of time.
So we won't. Knicks 9-9, beating the Warriors. Warriors are 8-10.
Yeah, we're looking pretty shitty most of the time.
Knicks are exactly where they're supposed to be. So
they're steady. They're steady.
As a Warriors Pistons fan for you, you're like, wait a minute. Now you're not going for the first round draft pick. You're winning, and the Warriors are sucking. And for me as a Knicks fan, 9-9, 500.
That's why we look like a championship team. And I remember the Celtics of last year, how they didn't become good till January. And I'm like, okay, well, I can be patient till January. We've got the talent. Can we put it together?
That's it. That's the key.
Yeah.
Hockey? We got any hockey? You got some hockey, right?
Penguins won 3 in a row. I just saw the Rangers beat LA, so that will put you guys 3 points up on the Penguins, and we're right in the middle of the pack in the Metro. That's all I really got. Sydney's
500 again, huh? Listen, Penguins were down Shitsville City, so good for you guys because you needed it more than I needed it. I was 500.
Yeah, it's been a very streaky season. Win 5, lose 5, win 3, lose 3.
Did you lose like 9 in a row?
Like we were 6-1, I think.
Yeah, in the beginning, right? It was like, wow, Bengals ain't looking very good.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Oh, but hey, listen,
World Cup,
hockey, great stuff, but that don't matter.
World Cup time.
World Cup time. All right, man. Let's get all the small shit out of the way so you can talk about the Americans.
Oh, all right. Well, there's only been 3 groups that have started so far. Not a
Right.
whole lot of surprises. France looks great.
Looks
Mbappe killing it. England looks great, getting goals from all over the field. 6-2, they beat Iran.
good too. Well, Iran, but still, a good win. 6-2.
Iran's not terrible. They're usually
Not good, but goal terrible.
they're usually really defensive, so them getting up 6 goals is either really impressive for England or Iran just didn't play well.
Right. Well. Then
Um,
speaking of not playing well, Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. So
Saudi Arabia played pretty well.
yeah, Saudi Arabia played well. So at least one of those teams
Yeah,
played well.
they did. Yeah.
More money than Iran too. Saudi Arabia.
What's that?
Saudi Arabia maybe has a little more money than Iran, and and guessing. I don't
Maybe
know.
bribe a couple Argentinians,
Maybe could bribe a little more. You know what I mean? Because
right?
I can't figure out how they beat Argentina. So I just
They had 2 shots and 2 goals, and Argentina had 13 shots and 1 penalty goal.
yeah, they beat. Yeah, see, more money. They're really rich there, I believe. I don't. Maybe could be wrong. I had a lot of oil. So
Right. So we're early. Favorites look good. United States, we had our first game against Wales. I thought we played excellent for 80 minutes of the game. My boy Pulisic got a nice little assist to Timmy Way in the 50th minute. That was a great little counter-attacking move. We got a lot of pace. We got a lot of speed. And we also have,
I think speed comes with youth.
right, and with the youth comes an occasional really terrible penalty at a really terrible time.
Or 5 minutes of bad soccer. I mean, that ball was flying around the front of our goal for a long time, and there was pieces of there was 20 minutes, but there was times throughout that 20 minutes where the one goalie stopped when he put his hand up. I don't think it would have went in.
It was close. That was a good stop. Good stop.
It's still floating around, but there was
Right.
a lot of floating around balls.
We kind of lost our shape there for a while. They brought in a big, tall guy, and it kind of fucked with everybody.
Yeah, the big 6'5" guy or whatever he was. That dude was huge.
So yeah, the foul at the end to give us the draw. Not what we wanted, but it's also not something that's going to keep us from advancing.
Oh, a draw is better than a loss. Ask Argentina.
Ask Leo. Yo, Leo.
Yeah, man, he's fucking pissed, man. He ain't taking that. He's angry right now. But as the game goes, I was kind of just, I mean, like I said, that last 20 minutes, they were down there and we couldn't kick it out. We just kept kicking it straight up in the air. It was like, get it out of there. Nope, straight up in the air. Oh shit, that's staying in the area. So it's kind of like, holy fuck.
We got like a minute. Quick shout out.
We got a minute. I got fan shout outs for everybody. Listen, I got no shout outs. I just want to know where you're listening from. So whatever state, country, area code, whatever. If you just give me your area code, I'll look it up. So
yeah, we'll check it out.
Awesome. So I just want to know, shout out where you live, because I'm interested to hear where you're actually listening from, so we can get an idea.
I'm curious too.
Shout outs. Got any shout outs?
Yeah, this chick Olivia Picardo plays for the University of Brown baseball team. Became the first woman ever to make a Division I roster, and she's a lefty. Got a nice swing. Utility outfielder, infielder. She could do it all.
Sick.
Great pick by Brown University.
Shout out. I got a shout out. Raiders got the second win.
Nicely done. Right.
Other than that, get better. I'll see you for Thanksgiving. And peace.
I'm the Goob.
All right, let's see if that worked. Are you still recording?